By 2035, consumption of meat from slaughtered animals will be cut by at least 90%. That's the 11th goal in the set of 15 goals being advocated in the Technoprogressive Roadmap, published by the UK's Transhumanist Party. It's the third in a group of 3 goals in the sphere of significantly improved environmental flourishing. Substitutes for meat from slaughtered animals include classical vegetarian diets, plant-based meat alternatives with broadly similar taste and texture as meat, and what is known as clean meat, which is meat grown in laboratories from cultured cells using methods of biochemical engineering and synthetic biology. Compared to existing meat sources, clean meat can, well before 2035, be healthier, tastier, better for the environment by freeing up huge areas of land for other purposes, and can avoid the current situation of the mass slaughter of beings who possess at least some of the same characteristics of consciousness as humans. As technology provides a wider range of attractive substitutes, we can anticipate a growing change in public attitude. The writer Arwa Madawi has suggested that carnivores are going the way of cigarette smokers. By 2050, there's a good chance that it will be socially unacceptable to eat meat. In the same way that we are now horrified people used to smoke in offices and airplanes, we'll find it almost unthinkable that people used to consume animals so casually and frequently. Plant-based meat alternatives are already growing in number. They include products from, in no particular order, Vivera, who state they are feeding the goodness revolution with the most delicious plant-based food, the Fry Family Food Co., who encourage consumers to swap meat with 100% plant-based products, Tofurkey, with their plant-based burgers that are said to be not only mouth-watering, but also crazy good for the environment, and Oomph, who claim their products have a completely unique structure and texture, unlike anything else from the plant kingdom. Other companies whose products include plant-based meat alternatives, and which make broadly similar claims, include Linda McCartney Foods, Quorn, Gosh, Naturally, Iceland, Beyond Meat, and Impossible Foods, as featured in the Impossible Burger served in some Burger King restaurants. However, these products, along with lab-grown clean meat, presently face a number of challenges. Their taste and texture is felt by many to compare poorly to that of real meat, the cost of lab-grown clean meat remains high, and there are no processes in place yet for larger-scale production of lab-grown meat. Considerable research and development is now underway to address the challenges faced by clean meat. A report from the Adam Smith Institute, Can UK Business Capitalise on Advances in Lab-Grown Meat?, urged UK businesses to increase investment in the field. The report highlighted progress in recent years as follows. The cost of manufacturing a clean meat burger patty fell to about £8 each in 2018, down from an estimated £215,000 in 2013. Production used between 78% and 96% less greenhouse gas emissions and 99% less land than traditional livestock farming. Moreover, it is estimated that the processes that create clean meat will use 96% less fresh water, as well as 99% less land. The meat portion of a single quarter-pounder hamburger currently requires more than 2,000 litres of fresh water. Health benefits should also be mentioned. Since clean meat is grown in a sterile environment, there's no need to use antibiotics. Also, the levels of various types of cholesterol and fat in clean meat can be precisely controlled. Think how much faster these important gains for the environment and for health could be realized if there is extra investment, not just from businesses, but also from the public sector. Agricultural research already receives a sizable budget from public funds. A significant portion of this budget should be applied to accelerating all aspects of progress with clean meat. One complication with creating clean meat is the current reliance on one or more products that still need to be derived from slaughtered animals. These products include fetal bovine serum, a mixture harvested from the blood of fetuses excised from pregnant cows slaughtered in the dairy or meat industries. This serum contains a cocktail of proteins that make it ideally suited for helping all kinds of animal cells grow and duplicate. Options to avoid use of fetal bovine serum include recombinant DNA technology and the use of pluripotent stem cells. The latter method has been adopted by the Dutch company Meatable, who have been working with researchers from Cambridge University. As well as technical challenges to be overcome, there is the challenge of developing clean meat regulatory regimes that are suitably agile, that is, fast-moving, but also suitably robust. These regulatory systems need to guard against inadvertent public health risks, whilst avoiding becoming bogged down in any protectionist measures that give undue support to the incumbent food production industry. Critically, the public must be kept well informed throughout to prevent any panics similar to those over GMO foods. To accelerate overall progress, 2 interim targets for 2025 are proposed. The first interim target is to clarify the range of health benefits from alternatives to slaughtered meat, consumption of which has been linked to many diseases. The second interim target is to demonstrate full taste parity of selected alternatives to slaughtered meat. Indeed, the rich variety of new types of meat that could become available, for example, meat equivalent to that from a Stegosaurus or a Tyrannosaurus, could stimulate much greater public interest in eating this sort of food. See other videos in this series for more information about the Technoprogressive Roadmap, published by the UK's Transhumanist Party.